The time is 5:30 in India in the morning. Um, I don't know what it is, but I've not been able to sleep since I've been here. Don't know if it's the adrenaline, meeting new people, new cultures. But it was International Men's Day yesterday, and it got me thinking quite a lot about my own journey, and my own challenge with mental health. So I'm gonna put it out there, and I might be reading some of it from my other phone, because I can't remember it all. I had to put it down on paper. So here goes. My name's Lee Glynn. I'm the founder of Reliable Healthcare Group. I'm 38 years of age, and I suffer from depression and anxiety. Since I was a teenager, I've struggled with nearly every day with my self-esteem, my self-worth, and my value as a human being. Did I think I was different? At a time, yes. That's because I live with anxiety and depression. It's the tag team champions of the WWE. But you see, me talking about it, I'm no longer ashamed to admit it that I suffer. I'm no longer scared to stand in front of people I don't know or post to 1,000 more online. And I'm proudly going to be saying that I live with mental health illness. And that's okay. I say with, because even though my mental illness tries its hardest, it does not control me. It does not define me, and I will not be stigmatized by it. I refuse. It's taken me nearly 20 years to be able to say those words. 20 years. And I've suffered from most of them as a result. I suffered because although this country may have done a lot to help people who live with mental illness, we have not done nearly enough to make it okay for our fellow travellers on the Wonky Brain Express to reach out and accept help. And that's why I want to make a difference, even if it's only for one person, and help people like me feel it's okay not to be okay, to work towards ending this stigma and prejudice that surrounds mental health illness, and to show people worldwide that it's okay to reach out and accept help. There's no shame in that. Why have we got to be macho about it and say we don't want help? We want to be proud. We can accept and deal with it ourselves. We can't. No man is an island. We cannot deal with things on our own as much as we feel like we can. So I'm here today to tell anyone listening to me and watching this video, if you have or suspect that you have a mental illness, depression, anxiety, there is no reason to be ashamed or embarrassed. And most importantly, you do not need to be afraid. You do not need to suffer. There is nothing noble in suffering. There is nothing shameful or weak in asking for help. This may seem really obvious to a lot of you, but it wasn't for me. And when I look back on most of my life, it breaks my heart that when my brain was uploading an endless pile of what ifs to me, it never asked, what if I go do this thing that I want to do and it's fun? What if I enjoy myself and I'm really glad I went? And the painful truth is I missed out on a lot of things during what are supposed to be the best years of my life because of my anxiety and depression. For years I wasn't living. Instead, I was just existing. Like I said, I've experienced depression and anxiety. I've experienced and survived a suicide attempt. And thank God I survived. For the best part of 20 years, I have suffered. Because I was afraid to admit it, I was afraid to speak out. I was afraid to face my demons. And my mind monkeys were telling me, you will never be okay. You will never be accepted. No one will understand what you're going through. My two daughters, who are the most important and inspirational people of my life, carry me forward. And once I was told, without shame or judgment, that seeing me suffer like I was, promised myself that I'd never let my mental health control myself again or destroy me. And now I realise that mental illnesses are not weaknesses. They are not weaknesses. It's just an illness. Like a cold or the flu or an headache, it can be dealt with. I mean, it's right there in the name, mental illness. I spent the majority of my teen and adult years trapped in that dark cloud room, and I know how hopeless and suffocating it feels to be in there. And that's why I want to do everything in my power to help others find their way out. So please remember and trust me when I say, that shitty feeling, that awful, overwhelming, terrible way you feel is not forever. It will get better. It will always get better. You are not alone in this fight, and you will be okay. You will never be alone. So my name is Lee Glynn. I live with depression and anxiety, and I'm not ashamed, and neither should you be. I'm here to talk, I'm here to listen, so take care. Cheers, guys.